So I probably got you to click on this video because you're probably wondering, who is this person and who do they think they are to say consistency is not important on YouTube? Because I'm sure that's all you've heard on YouTube. That's what you hear. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Post consistently. Post as many videos as you can. And if you post consistently, you are going to be successful on YouTube. Well, I'm here to tell you that consistency is indeed overrated, especially now in 2025 with how the YouTube algorithm now works. So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about why consistency is not the only thing, is probably, I would say, out of the top 20 things that you need to succeed on YouTube, it is probably close to like 18 or 20. And I am going to explain to you why consistency might actually be hurting you. And also, so I'm going to be talking about what you do need to focus on when it comes to succeeding on YouTube. And if you wait till the end of the video, I'm going to be sharing with you the number one thing that I did to get monetized within 5 weeks. So stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Elevate with Tate. My name is Tate if you are new here, and I am here to help you elevate your life in every area of your life, elevate your YouTube game. So let's get right into it. And I made you click, didn't I? I made you click on this video. And maybe it was because I'm in beautiful Puerto Vallarta here in Mexico. And I'm being consistent and staying true to my content creation journey, even right here as I'm on vacation. But consistency is truly overrated. Not that it doesn't matter, but it only works when paired with strategy. Without strategy, being consistent is almost completely useless. In fact, if I had to choose between being consistent and being strategic, I would go for being strategic every single time. And I am going to demonstrate this to you. I'm going to show you people who have been supposedly really consistent, including this one channel that posted 3,000 videos over a 5-year period, being consistently, I think it was 3 or 4 times a week, consistently for 5 years, 3,000 videos posted, and still no monetization. And God bless her, because she finally did get monetized after she implemented the last strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. And she's not the only one. I mean, just see what this YouTuber, who's actually been on YouTube for, I think she says 8 years. She's been on YouTube for 8 years. She finally got monetized when she started being strategic. But listen to what she says. She now has like millions of subscribers after she started implementing strategy. But listen to what she says about consistency.
Never thought about it. I hear some YouTubers encouraging to just keep posting consistently and then they promise you will be successful. I understand where they come from because most people don't even like post for a year and they just quit. But I did post for 5 years and nothing happened. Maybe it was because my content was really awful that even being consistent wasn't enough. It didn't work in like 2015. You know, right now the competition is much higher compared to back then. Imagine, even in 2015, you couldn't get away with just posting content. So how do you think you're going to stand out from a bunch of YouTubers there are?
So there you go, folks. I think I've pretty much made my case in this video. When you do post too many times within a short period of time, so maybe you're trying to post 4 or 5 times a week or even more, what happens with that is that you actually give your videos less opportunities for the algorithm to get them out. So I actually learned this from Myron Golden, who said in one of his videos that he used to post almost every day. And they found that their metrics actually went up when they went down to posting 3 times a week versus posting almost every day. So there's a fine balance there. So you don't want to post too much in a short period of time because you want to give the algorithm a chance to share all your videos, because if you have one that is going really well, then you post another one, then you post another one, the algorithm is now going to divide its time on sharing those 3 pieces of content, whereas maybe one of your pieces of content was really going to go out. So you're actually minimizing the potential of that one video to do really well. Now, there's a lot of variables that go into what makes a YouTube channel successful. But if I were to pick the top 4, it would be these that I'm going to be sharing with you. And these are 4 strategies that I implemented myself, and I was able to get monetized within 5 weeks. Number one is your thumbnail. I cannot stress in the importance of your thumbnail, because I click on a lot of people's channels that comment in my videos talking about how they're not yet monetized, and I look at their thumbnails and I'm like, I wouldn't even click on this thumbnail. You really have to have a thumbnail that catches people's attention, that has curiosity, that makes them want to click on that thumbnail, because you are in a competition when you are on YouTube. They're going to be seeing so many videos right next to your video. So you have to give them a reason as to why they need to click on yours. You have to make their videos so enticing and make them so curious that they're going to click on your video. And this video is actually an example of that, because I made you click on this video because I said something that made you curious. I said something that most people are not saying, because everywhere you look, everywhere you see on YouTube, everyone is saying be consistent. So sometimes being counter narrative, being controversial, being different, being invoking curiosity with your thumbnail, that is the first step to success on YouTube, because you can make the perfect video out there, and if nobody clicks on it, then nobody's ever going to watch it. So what's the point? So you have to have a really good thumbnail. Now, a good place for you to create great thumbnails, it actually has a lot of templates that you can use. It is so simple to use Canva. So if you go to Canva, they have a free version that you can use to create eye-catching, beautiful thumbnails, and there's different templates that you can use on Canva. I'll put a link in the bottom so you can use that to start creating better thumbnails for your videos. The other thing is, maybe you're not really good at creating thumbnails. You can literally go on Fiverr.com, and get somebody to make you a thumbnail for $5. If you don't want to spend any money, then try using Canva. But if you are willing to spend $5, $10 to have somebody create great thumbnails for you, then maybe it's worth considering doing that. Now, the second thing that you need to do is to make sure that you structure your videos so that it is not just 10 minutes or 20 minutes of just rambling with no end in sight. So what you want to do is you want to prepare your audience for what this video is going to be about in order to keep them watching. So the first thing you want to do is you want to hook them. So this is called the hook. So you want to create a sentence that gets them interested, that shows them that they're in the right place when it comes to the thumbnail that you have posted. So your thumbnail should lead straight into your hook. Your hook is going to let the viewer know that they're in the right place. So if your thumbnail says one thing and then you start talking about something different in the first 30 seconds of your video, people are going to click right off. So immediately you want to grab your audience's attention, because there's the reason that they clicked on your video is because of what you said in the thumbnail and in your title. And then you want to deliver on that with your hook, and that is the first 30 seconds of your video. If you need help with verbal hooks for your videos, I have a guide linked in the bottom there where I have 20 verbal hooks that will hook your viewers into your video, and these hooks work for most niches. So be sure to download that. So after I have given my hook, what I like to do is kind of structure the video and kind of prepare my audience as to what comes next, and give them kind of an overview, a bird's eye view of where this video is going. And this is a good way to keep your audience's retention, because if you give them a structure and a framework of what the video is going to be about, they're more likely to watch the video. So for example, I will talk about like I'm going to share these 4 things or these 3 things. So they know there's 3 things or 4 things that I'm going to share. So when I say number 2, they kind of have a visual picture of, okay, so we're now at number 2. That means there's 2 more things that she's going to share. So, and they watch that. So that helps people stay on your videos longer, is by giving them a framework through which they can see where your video is going. So now this leads me straight into number 3, which is also very related to number 2, and that is your conclusion. Now, you don't want to end your video in a way that makes people feel like your video is about to end, because what happens is people will start to click off. So what you want to do is you want to get them ready to watch your next video. So structure your video in a way that will make people feel like they need to watch the next video. And this is what YouTube is calling binge watching. And this is something that YouTube loves. The algorithm will love you when people watch more of your videos. And this is also going to help you get to 4,000 watch hours much faster. Because if you have one person watching a 10-minute video and they just watch that one video of yours versus maybe watching two or three, so that person watches the video for 10 minutes all the way to the end and then they click right off and go watch somebody else's channel, versus having somebody, if they watch the 10 minutes, they then watch the next 10 minutes and then the next 10 minutes. So instead of just getting 10 minutes out of one person, you'll get 30 minutes in this example. So this is how you can increase your watch hours. So binge watching is so important. And so I will throw this in there because this is not one of the four things that I was going to mention, but having a niche is so important. So I actually have a video that I did, a longer video where I talk about how niching is so important when it comes to binge watching. And it is something that you do need to do if you want to get monetized on YouTube. So be sure to watch that video at the end. I'm going to post it on the cards so you can watch the video on how you should be niching and figuring out what your niche is so that your topics are not all over the place. Now, the last of my top 4 strategy of how I got monetized on YouTube within 5 weeks is this. And this is the strategy that I promised at the beginning of the video, that I said that girl who had consistently posted for 5 years and had 3,000 videos, she finally implemented this one strategy and she got monetized. And this strategy is sharing your YouTube journey. Now, why is this important? So the YouTube algorithm loves to promote videos about YouTube. So if you start to post periodically about your YouTube journey, YouTube picks up those videos and will send them out to a whole bunch of people. Now, some of these videos, I mean, some of your viewers are not going to be people within your niche, but some of those people are. So those people are going to then go look at your channel. And if you have certain things on your channel, good thumbnail, good branding on your channel, they're going to subscribe to your channel as well. And this is a strategy that I used in order to get this channel monetized. And it is something that works for pretty much every niche. So no matter what your niche is, if you start documenting your YouTube journey, even documenting some of your wins, some of your losses, one of those videos is going to get pushed out by the algorithm and it's going to go get a lot of views. And this is a strategy that works for, those brand new channels. If you're not getting any traction at all on any of your videos, maybe you're getting 5 views here, 50 views there, this might be your breakthrough that you're looking for, is just posting about your YouTube journey. Just having the name YouTube in one of your videos is going to be a trigger for the algorithm. Now, of course, that video also needs to be a good video. It also needs to be a video that gives value and gets people to watch and so forth. And sometimes it may just be a video of how you're struggling on YouTube. And I've seen people who have videos that talk about how they were struggling on YouTube, and then that video went viral, and then their video, their channel just gets monetized and starts to grow, and finally gets out of that small, tiny YouTuber hell where nobody sees you and nobody even hears anything that you're talking about. So this is definitely a strategy that I would recommend that you implement in your journey. So that's it for the 4 strategies on how to succeed on YouTube. And don't let this video make you feel like you shouldn't be consistent, because if you implement these strategies as well as being consistent, then you're going to see huge success. If you were to just implement these strategies without the consistency, then I would say, yeah, you are going to succeed, but the consistency will be that extra bit of oomph that you need to get monetized as fast as possible. So don't think that consistency is completely worthless. It's only not worth very much if you don't have the strategy. So I hope these 4 strategies helped you, and I hope that you will grow your channel real fast. Now, for those of you who stayed till the end, you are my people, okay? So what I do with the people who stay to the end is I try to get you to grow your YouTube channel. So if you are watching this to the end, if you are listening to this message, I want you to go down into the comments and I want you to find someone in the comments who is a small YouTuber. And I want you to look at their channel and see the ones whose channel interests you. And then I want you to subscribe to their channel, and I want you to watch 2 of their videos and comment on their videos. Now, only subscribe to the channels that interest you, because we don't want to confuse the algorithm. Because if you start, just subscribing to anyone that you're not really interested in, and then you're not going to continually watch their videos, that's not really going to help anybody. So I want you to find channels that actually interest you. So maybe if you comment in the bottom and just maybe talk about what your channel is about to make it easier for people to click on it, and let's help each other grow. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.